As a kid, growing up in Cornwall, I saw these 12-metre boats training, and I remember being totally in awe. And then someone told me they were America's Cup boats, and then I read up a lot about the history of the America's Cup and became sort of, you know, a little bit entranced.
You almost certainly have never heard of
Three times Olympic champion, Team GB's golden sailor.
Our greatest ever Olympic sailor.
Sir Ben Ainslie. You might have heard the name. He is one of Britain's greatest athletes, the most successful Olympian in the field of sailing ever, and is the man behind Britain's charge to bring home the America's Cup. Ben first took to the water at just 8 years old, and by the age of 12, he was competing in international competitions. His parents' belief in his potential saw them sell their house in Cornwall to help fund his burgeoning career. At just 19, he won his first Olympic medal, a silver at the 1996 Atlanta Games.
Ben was just incredibly focused. I think that the thing that, you know, I always took away was his ability just to be unwavered in what he wanted to achieve.
But Ben Ainslie is only 19 and a modest young man. And after all the excitement, he just had to ring his mum.
Can you come and get me, please?
I mean, I can remember watching him in Atlanta, having, you know, been right behind him through the Oppies and the youth kind of years. Seeing him out there at that age, kind of taking on the rest of the world, was like just a massive inspiration.
Since then, the world has watched him win countless other medals and tournaments before picking up a knighthood in 2013.
Ben's pretty talented. He doesn't really have any peers when it comes to especially any form of Olympic sailing or one design boat.
To achieve what Ben has achieved at the level Ben has achieved, he has to be exceptional, he has to be single-minded, he has to be determined, he has to be able to put all distractions away to actually be able to perform and achieve what he does achieve and what he has achieved.
Through all his success though, there is one trophy Ben longs to win for Britain, the America's Cup. Having tasted success with Team USA in 2013, he set to work building a team to bring it home.
Ben gave me a call and he was just like, "Hey Fred, like, I think there's a chance we can get a British syndicate off the ground. Are you willing to come with me?" And I didn't have to think for a second.
Ben led his team to their first attempt in 2017, but they fell short of victory. Driven by a desire to win and an unwavering belief in excellence, Ben wasn't going to stop there. He went again, but this time with the backing of INEOS.
Britain have never managed to win that trophy, which is the oldest competition in the world. I was sort of quite intrigued by that. I really like Ben. He's obviously apart from being a very nice guy, he's obviously clearly a very, very serious sailor and a very accomplished sailor, and probably the world's best sailor.
This desire to never give up is something he demands from all his colleagues.
When you sail against him, he's pretty aggressive, he's very good at starting, very good tactically, and he's, there's so many strengths. And then when you jump on the other side of the fence and you start, sailing with him, he's of such a high caliber, he just demands excellence from the people that he sails with.
You think you're sailing well and you think that you're on the money, but he will find ways to make you better. You'll just stay out there until something that he wants is perfect, and then you'll do it 5 more times to make sure you lock it in.
Having someone like that kind of on the wheel behind you, knowing that he's literally going to push it as hard as possible and there's nothing that's going to kind of stop him, it, for me, is a huge attribute to this team. But
wow, that's brilliant. Well done.
Outside the sport though, he's a very different individual.
And I've worked with Ben for 20 years, and he is always thinking, he's always focused, and you have to keep up. You have to keep up with him.
He fascinates me in his split personalities, in a way, because he is the nicest guy off the boat. When he steps off the dock onto the yacht, he is not the Ben Ainslie that sits in his office.
Ben and I have a good relationship. It's one of the reasons our offices are right next to each other is so you sort of hear each other on the phone. It's like a marriage, like you need to be close to the other person.
I've sailed with him in an America's Cup environment over 13 years now, and watching that evolution of him over those 12 years has been cool, actually. And he has come to realise that the way that he leads on shore will have a direct correlation into how well the boat goes on the water.
All good? Okay. Let's get pushing, get back on the water. Thanks, everyone.
He's a great leader. He's a great person to be around. He's at the core, he's a really, really good sailor, and he's a pleasure to sail with.
Ben's ability to inspire his colleagues, coupled with his drive and passion, have driven the team to new heights. And despite success eluding them once more, this story is far from over.
Coming on the breeze now? Should be on the breeze.
I was really proud of the team. We didn't jack it in, we went down fighting.
And I guess Ben is someone who never looks back. He looks forward at the next challenge. So although he's achieved these remarkable things, he still feels that he hasn't achieved what he needs to achieve, what he wants to achieve, and that is the America's Cup.
We're going to learn from this, go back to the drawing board and come back and do a better job in the future.